and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Butler out there with Green. Then it's MP. And it's Hield in at the 2 guard. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the arc. The rebound by Hield. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's MP. After Lou Dort's miss, Butler finds MP. And MP throws it down.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. MP against Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. MP grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shot by Pajemski, no good. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Cleveland.
Yeah, that huge double OT win. That's something you don't quickly forget. I love the action, the intensity, and boy, did they play some phenomenal basketball.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
Now, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Guys, thanks. The Thunder, last season's top seed in the West, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They traded for a lockdown defender in Alex Caruso and signed hard-charging big man Isaiah Hartenstein. With their improvements, this is a team set to continue its upward trajectory. They have tons of draft capital moving forward and a ton of upside.
Big moves indeed. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Now, here's Holmgren. Following the miss by MP. Kept alive. The Warriors trailing. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And that one's good by Butler.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Outside Williams. And the slam by Williams.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Warriors leading by 3. We've got Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Caruso in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Caruso with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pajemski grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Off the inbound pass, and the dunk by MP.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Shot from 12. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Inside, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7. Kuminga dishes to MP. MP finishes inside.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's defended by Pajemski. And Dort gets it to go.
And this is how confident Dort knows how effective he is off the catch.
Stolen by Dort. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And that one drops. And now just a 4-point Warrior lead.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Dort against MP. Comes up empty down low.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Payton comes in for Kuminga. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Pajemski.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Butler. Out to Payton from downtown. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Payton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
And Payton's super selective at shooting the three. He really focuses on taking the high percentage ones.
Holmgren finds Williams. Dort against MP. Dort passes to Holmgren, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Williams kicks to Caruso. Traps in the tray. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Back to MP. Second chance effort. Inside. MP gets it.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Payton against Williams. The Warriors pull it in. Outside, Green. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And that does it for the first half of play. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy looks, Shaq.
Yeah, the only way.
All right, now, still early on. And that's a halftime wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. MP out there with Butler. Then it's Green. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Podziemski in at the point. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Thunder trailing by 16. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Off on the layup.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Williams has got 11.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
The Warriors have been trying to win a championship while also developing young talent. And, Brent, that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, really hard to do because of the established players in front of you. You know, how do you find time for guys who are going to be inconsistent and make mistakes? That coaching staff knows how important piling up every regular season win is in terms of your positioning in the playoffs. And we'll see if this year they take another stride and those guys become more comfortable in their roles to help support the stars they've had for so many years.
Butler finds MP. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 17. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren with a screen on Hield. Dort passes to Holmgren. The shot from the low post is good. And that's now 7 points for Chet Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Yep, that one goes. And the Warriors lead by 17.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Oklahoma City's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Draymond Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 17. Here's MP. Green dishes to MP. Green, the pass to MP. They kick out to Hield. Shot clock at 5. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Golden State also making some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Butler. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Hield.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Payton. Podziemski with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Kuminga. Swiped it away. Wiggins finds Joe. Right side, Williams. Here's Caruso. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been out. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Wiggins, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Wiggins in the post. Defended by Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins passes to Joe. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. The long distance three is buried.
And trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Tipped away. Here's Payton. Into the lane. And Payton throws it down.
The hops of Gary Payton II. Don't underestimate those.
Oklahoma City's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Pass to Wiggins. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with the open look.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Then for the Warriors, Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Buddy Hield in for Gary Payton. Down low. MP, no good. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Dort kicks to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. 16 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Outside, Dort. There's the three. Williams can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Golden State moving the ball around. And the basket by MP.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Pass to Hield. And here is MP. Butler in the corner. Back to MP. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer.